Easy question, man. How you feeling? Where you at in your rehab?
I'm feeling good, man. Basically at my rehab, we kind of just making it to the point of where we're working on my jumping techniques. Kind of past the part where we're building muscle around the knee and things of that, like in the quad. But overall, just working on jumping, running, getting technique down, proper technique. Overall, it's going good though so far.
Joe, go ahead.
Hey, Daeshun, kind of going off of that, man, not only how you feeling, but how has this past year been for you in terms of like, rehabbing, getting through like the mental grind and getting back, and dealing with all the injuries and so now you have a bright, of course you got a bright future ahead of you. What's this been like for you, like mentally to like get through this and, get back, on the court?
It's been tough. It's been tough for the most part. Definitely early on, just overcoming those little basic um adversity things that go on, with my knee, like not being able to do things as fast as I would like. But overall, it's just been good, man. It's been tough. My mindset has been the same though, just keep grinding every day, just keep getting better, keep doing everything that they're telling me to do so I can come back fully healthy. So my support system been great too. I feel like without my support system, this would have been very tough. So they just make it easier for me. So overall, it's just been going good.
Jared?
Having scored double figures in 4 straight games before your season-ending injury, did you feel like at that point you were kind of playing your best basketball?
I wouldn't say my best. I definitely would say I was getting comfortable. We got a couple wins, and I just kind of, got comfortable around my teammates and my coaches, and kind of knew what to look for and things of that nature. I never know. You never know. My full potential yet. I ain't get to finish, so. But I definitely say I was comfortable for sure.
Nick? I know the first priority is getting healthy, but on the court stuff, what else do you want to improve at year 1 to year 2?
Being more vocal. I think that's more importantly. Also, just seeing more of what the defense doing on like for our offense to stop us and things of that nature, so we can get our offense back rolling when things get tough. Of course, defense. Being able to pick my guy up full and harass the opposing player and disrupt their offense. Of course, jump shooting. I kind of shot the ball rough, early on when doing my hand, but I'm just working on that, extending my range and getting more, getting my technique down more and things of that nature. So overall, I think just being more mature on the court overall, I think that's the most important thing that I'm working on right now.
What were those first month and a half after the injury while the team was still playing, season was ending? What was that like for you, just kind of having to watch from the sidelines?
It was tough, man. It definitely was tough for me. Everybody close around me know how I feel about, not being able to play, not being able to be there and help my team. So it was definitely tough. But kind of just, trying to get over it, get myself back on track, get the mindset to the point to where it's like, okay, Daeshun, you got to do it. This is what God put in front of you, so it's time for you to overcome it. And that's just how I'm going about it every day right now. So
Joe?
I know you still been, observing and everything, but just seeing like the new guys coming in and new assistant coaches, how exciting is this year ahead and some of the things that you're already seeing that's impressed you with all these new faces?
Everything's exciting, man. Like I said, everything's new. We got new players, new coaches, and things of that nature. The coaching staff, the new coaches, they're amazing. I hear from them every day. They're always giving me words of encouragement and things of that nature. We got some great guys here too, man. The new guys, they're great. They came in, ready to work, ready to learn and do things of that nature. So I feel like we got a big year ahead of us. I feel like it's gonna be great for the Rebel fans, not only for the fans but us too. And we hope to see y'all there. Hope we pack out the pavilion and get some wins this year for sure.
Jared?
Daeshun, having previously been coached by a former Ole Miss basketball player, your coach at Callaway. How often did you hear from him in the off season? Did you spend some time reminiscing on anything?
I heard from him a lot. That's my guy. We go back all the way to my 11th grade year, winning the state championship when, people think we couldn't. So he'll always be my guy. We always have a close relationship. However, it's kind of tough, being able to talk, with my busy schedule and his busy schedule of him, coaching at the community college level. So it's tough there, but always a great relationship. Anytime he call, I answer. Anytime I call him, he'll answer. His wife, his kids, and all that. So it's been great for the most part. But communication definitely been tough, but it's always love between us two for sure.
Nick.
Do you and the trainers have a day circled for when you want to be back 100%, or is that not the way this works right now?
I mean, we definitely expected me to be back for the start of the season. But as far as just picking the day, you know, we're gonna be back here. We just going about it every day, just dealing with everything that comes to that come towards us during the this process. You know, that we just looking at it and trying to overcome that, and then we'll make the next step when the next adversity situation comes through.
Joe. Did you, I guess, of course, growing up in Jackson, how well did you know Javius, and, what's it like just having, a guy from JSU make the transition to the SEC and his impact that you've already seen, in these first, few workouts and practice?
I seen Javius play a couple of times at Jackson State prior to him coming, or prior to me arriving on campus also. I saw him during my years in high school. And I fell in love with him then. He was a very athletic kid then, still is now, doing all the little things, defensive rebounds, block shots, putback dunks, all those things that, kind of, fit well into my game. So I feel like we can help each other. So when he came on this visit, man, it was kind of just like clicking. Like I just told him, bro, like, me and you together, I feel like we can do some big things. And, the footage showed that, he probably could excel in this offense with me also. So it's great. It's been great having him, great seeing him, doing a lot of great things right now. Still learning, but I feel like he'll be okay for the season. He'll be ready.
Jared.
I don't know if this was previously answered, but you had 14 steals in your last 6 games before your season-ending injury. Did you see any particular improvement in your defensive game?
You mean throughout the season?
Well, yeah, and just in those last 6 games, prior to your season-ending injury.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely would say I made improvement. Coach Kermit made it, essential to me. That Daeshun, you want to be out here and play, you got to be able to play defense, especially at my height, my physique. So that's kind of been a main focus. However, I mean, we don't feel like defense a problem, but just being able to do it for the whole for every quarter, every minute. So that's really about it though.